Good morning and happy Monday to you. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. So glad you're going to begin your week by watching us here on 3+U. Jack Silberman back on the show with us. He has In Shape MD, and I have heard it said before, you can tell me if this is true or not, that of all the days of the week for people to say, this time I'm going to have a diet plan and stick with it, Monday is the number one day that folks make that commitment.
It sure is, Julie. And actually, there's no someday in the week. But Monday is the day that everybody wants to get started. It's the beginning of the week. They may have messed up a little bit on the weekend.
Right.
It's time to readjust.
Okay, so you and I have had this conversation so many times. Last week, you literally kind of put your money where your mouth is, so to speak, because you brought a client with you named Vonnie, who was a powerhouse in and of herself. But she had lost something like 30 pounds in 2 months plus 6 inches.
Yes, and she did a great job. And she's continuing. Again, we talked about that's just the beginning of the cycle, losing the weight. The rest of it is the rest of your life and putting the pieces in place that are going to keep you there.
Okay, so in case you're thinking that Vonnie, if you saw her last week, might be an anomaly, so to speak, you've heard Jack say on the show before that through this HCG program, and we'll get into what that really is in a minute, you see very quick results.
Yes.
Now you've got another client. Her name is Kanisha. She's amazing, her before and after pictures.
Unbelievable. She's lost actually 68 pounds in 90 days. 68 pounds in 90 days.
So Jack, I'm sure you see this all the time, that people finally make that plunge and they come in, they sit down with you and they talk. How often do they say, look, I've heard you say it, but is it really true?
If they've not known anybody that's been through the program, almost every time, because it's really hard to imagine, because they've been stuck for so long and they've tried everything and it hasn't worked. So to sit there and for me to say you're going to lose 60 to 80 pounds in 90 days is hard to imagine. But as soon as they get started and they start to see that scale move, the motivation increases and they get fired up.
Okay, so let's talk about what HCG is and why it works so well for you.
Yeah, it's actually a hormone in your body. It's a natural hormone. They call it the pregnancy hormone. So when a female gets pregnant, that hormone begins to eat up the abnormal fat to feed the mom and the baby the nutrients during that cycle. Well, doctors realize this could actually work in somebody like us today that are not wanting to be pregnant, and it could eat up the abnormal fat. So as we increase that level of HCG, you'll burn 2,000 to 4,000 calories a day without any exercise.
So are you saying that HCG is something that we all, men and women, have in our bodies anyway? It's just enhanced during pregnancy?
Actually, we do. We all do have that in our bodies. So all we do is elevate it a little bit. It tricks the body into thinking you might be pregnant. So it wants to feed off the abnormal fat to keep you and the baby fed.
So you hear about as we get older and our hormones shift, people will take supplements, right, to have more estrogen or testosterone. It's kind of a similar idea. You're just enhancing what's already there.
We're enhancing what's already there, so it's natural.
Okay, so go ahead.
Go ahead. And it's so safe. The beauty of it is, and I have people come in all the time and say, is this safe? Well, a great story was a guy came in one time and he had 30 pounds to lose. He sat down, he said, can I do this? And I said, you can do this actually in a month. Well, he was kind of not sure that could be done. Came in, we dropped him down 30 pounds in a month. Today, the same guy is the medical director of our facility.
No way.
Yes.
Okay, so talk about so you lose the weight.
Yes.
What you gain is a lot of self-confidence and success along the way, right?
Yes. Every time you achieve one little goal, it increases that confidence level. But again, you got to keep the pieces in place. You're changing the bad habits now, putting the good habits in, and creating a whole new mindset.
So people have probably heard about this done, it's not a new approach to weight loss. You've been doing it for a long time. You've begun to add something new at In Shape MD to take it one step further for people.
Yes, for 10 years, Julie, we've lost over 80,000 pounds. But our real goal was, how do we keep this off people forever? So we implemented what's called performance mobility. So when they come out of their weight loss, what we want to do is immediately put the habits right into their life of exercise and working out. So we have a trainer that works with them twice a week for a couple of months, come right out of the gates, which increases their potential to increase their muscle and burn more fat.
Okay, so the summertime can be your friend this year. I mean, think about how good it would feel to begin this quickly, and by the 4th of July, you could be down 10 pounds maybe.
Oh, easily.
So all they have to do is call you at In Shape MD?
Yes, ma'am.
and make an appointment. They come in and meet with you face to face. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to have a consultation with Jack, let him talk about what success you could see really and truly by Labor Day. You would be an entirely new person, but you'll feel good every day of the summer, and you won't be hungry, right?
That's exactly right. And that's the key to the whole thing, is you're not hungry at all.
Okay, give him a call. It's Jack Silberman at In Shape MD. Always glad to have you on the
Thank
show.
you,
And tell
Julie.
Kanisha congratulations.
I will.
Don't worry, be happy, because I have the solutions to all of your real estate concerns. Whether you go with my guaranteed offer or my massive marketing approach that